We're out here today, and I wanted to make this video outside because I want to just give you boys like a little walkthrough guide. I used to be somebody who had crazy amounts of social anxiety. I'd never be able to do this out in public. I'd never be able to come outside into a relatively busy area, speak loud. I would have just capitulated. I hated the spotlight, I hated attention, I hated it whenever people were looking at me. I used to break out into these sweating fits at school whenever I got put on the spot to answer questions. It was an absolute nightmare. But yeah, if you're completely new here, then my name's Kristian and I teach high achievers how to build top 1% social skills so they can get more girls, make more money, and live a life free from bullshit. That's the mantra that I've always used whenever I've started all this stuff. It was freedom from bullshit, because I think when we strip it all back, that's what we want, right? We want to just be able to live authentically, to live a life that excites us, to be able to follow our bliss, speak our truth, big motorbike there, and live that life free from bullshit. And I do think that tackling your social anxieties are the best way to actually live that life free from bullshit. So yeah, that's what my hashtag purpose is. That's why I believe I've been put on this earth. I believe that I've been put on this earth by God to help a generation of men live a life free from bullshit. So yeah, I'm really putting this video out there for a former version of myself. You know, that version of me who was a socially anxious, social misfit. And this is really the type of content that I wish had been available to me when I was going through that as a young fledgling. But yeah, like if you're somebody at the moment and you know you're playing it too safe, you know you're a victim to your own BS, then I don't know, I just wanted to come outside and make this video to you rather than just staying at home and expostulating in the comfort of my apartment. You know, I wanted to actually get out here, talk to you boys authentically as I'm walking down the street, and that's actually one of the exercises that I would love you to consider doing. So if you're someone who's got a lot of resistance right now to talking to new people, being seen, having the social spotlight on you, one of the best exercises that I get my clients to do when we're working together is just walk down a busy street. And busyness is relative. You know, you don't need to overwhelm yourself too early. You could start off in a park if you wanted. That's what I did. When I was first teaching myself how to become a magician at 13 years old, I wasn't confident enough back then to go to the really busy streets of the Lake District. When I say busy streets of the Lake District, there's probably about 5 people on there. But just start small, you know, just baby step that stuff. So you could just record yourself in a park, and gradual desensitization can work for a lot of people. It's just that exposure therapy. You know, it's just dive bombing into discomfort on a daily basis and doing what terrifies you as often as possible. But the first mantra that I would give you, and it's essentially the mantra that I'm living right now, is never be at home, right? That's a mantra that I live by. It's a mantra that I share with all the guys who I work with. Never be at home, because I guarantee at the moment, if you have got a lot of social resistance towards going outside, you're probably spending too much time on your own, and you're probably spending too much time at home. If you're anything like my typical client, who's a high-achieving, busy city worker, you probably spend all of your time at home or at the office. Or if you work from home, that's even worse, because your home functions as your office. So you actually don't have any reason to leave your house. And then it's like, oh, I'm not meeting anybody. Yeah, dude, people are not gonna come to you. Yeah, you could be the best looking, the richest guy, the best style in the world, but if nobody knows about you, then you're not going to meet anybody. A bit noisy down here, isn't it? But yeah, if nobody knows about you, then you're not going to meet anybody. Yeah, attention is currency, right? It's the same when you're making content on social media or you want to meet people IRL. It's all about garnering attention, and you're not going to garner any attention if you just stay at home twiddling your thumbs, complaining that nobody likes you. Nobody likes you because nobody knows about you. So you need to put yourself out there more. So that's the first mantra, never be at home. And then when you actually get outside, you don't even actually need to talk to anybody like in person to start off with. you can just do what I'm doing. You can just come outside and start recording yourself in public. That would be my personal blueprint that anybody can do to quickly take a sledgehammer to the social anxieties, right? Never be at home, and then get outside and record yourself in public. That's literally a step-by-step guide that anybody can do today to feel 1% more socially free. Once this video is finished, I'm gonna link a video at the end that myself and my friend Alex made when we were in Milan, and it's like a 30-minute social freedom video where we go to Milan and we are being our most ludicrously socially free selves. And I'm not sharing that video to tell you that you need to do exactly this, but I'm showing you what's actually possible when you live a life on your own terms. Yeah, that's really what I'm doing with this content. People come across my stuff and be like, oh, this guy's a pickup artist, this guy's a dating coach. I'm none of those things, right? All I'm doing is practicing freedom from bullshit, which I think everybody needs in the current world. Like, if you were brutally honest with yourself, you know that's what you need. Yeah, I'm telling you what you need to know rather than what you want to hear. Like, if you actually could be living the life that you wanted to live, if you could be attracting the sort of women, living the sort of social life, making the sort of money that you wanted to make, you would already be doing it, right? You'd already be doing it. So what that means is you need to metaphorically crucify this current version of yourself and become the version of you who can do these things. And I think it's important to remember that personal renaissance is uncomfortable. Yeah, it's scary to actually get out of your comfort zone, but all of the things that you currently want are beyond your realm of comfort. So if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. So that would be the first two things that I would give to you to quickly break free your social anxiety and live a life free from bullshit. It's to never be at home and start recording yourself in public. You don't need to send the recordings to anybody. They're for your own purpose, but it's just to get you into the habit of being seen more. Yeah, not avoiding the spotlight, but embracing the spotlight. Recognizing that in 100 years, none of this is actually going to matter. In 100 years, all of this is going to be space dust and ashes. So don't be another one of those mindless morons who's sleepwalking his way through life and wakes up when his bestie is behind him. I'll do a U-turn here. Fuck knows what's down that way, probably the fucking gulags. So yeah, never be at home, start recording yourself in public, and then just start doing more shit on a consistent basis. Like, start going to classes in the evening, like salsa, bachata, kazumba, go to improv classes. Just do things that you wouldn't usually do to live a life you wouldn't otherwise have lived. Does that make sense? And then once you have started to get yourself into a social flow by, and it sounds really basic, but common sense is not always common practice. If you want to get top 1% social skills, you just need to talk to more people, right? Just talk to everybody. Talk to more people more often. That's going to help you break the ice with yourself. That's going to help you get into a social flow state. And then when you're moving through the world, you'll start to be able to experience success in advance because you're in that flow state. Yeah, it's like, how do you make someone laugh? You make yourself laugh first. Internal state equals external reality. So just set the intention. Talk to one new person every single day for the next 30 days. It's like a gym workout, right? You're not gonna get a 10 out of 10 physique if you just stay at home, watch fitness videos, and then maybe when you do train, you only train once a month and you don't push yourself hard enough. It's called social skills, right? Social skills, because skills are something we can learn, develop, practice, and actually master. So the way you start is not the way that you finish, yeah? I should not be living the life that I'm currently living, right? If you'd have met me at 13 years old, how I started off, just a lost, insecure little boy, grew up in a single parent household in the Lake District. I couldn't even talk to my own family at points. I was just too scared. I'd run upstairs because I was too scared to start conversations with my own family. But, you know, it's like you really can become anything that you want to become, right? Is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Yeah, too fucking right it is. I mean, evidence has got the loudest voice, you know? I'm living my #best life now, but it doesn't happen by luck, it happens by design. So I think let's just do a little recap so this is actually practical for you. First of all, never be at home. Second of all, start recording yourself in public so you've actually got something to break the social ice with yourself quickly. It gives yourself a purpose when you leave the house as well. Third thing, talk to everybody. Go to classes in the evening, charter, kazumba, improv classes, anything that you wouldn't usually do. And when you have got yourself, when you have started to develop your social skills and you're like, yeah, I can actually start conversations with strangers now, talking to people who I don't know is starting to feel more effortless, then dude, start cold approaching. Like cold approach will take your current social ability and increase it by about 1000x. Like I used to think I was confident before getting started with cold approach, and I realized I just had situational confidence. I was confident when I had a pack of cards in my hands, I was performing magic and I was the center of attention and I had value, but take away the props, who was I after that? And I realized that I needed to develop core confidence rather than just situational confidence. And yeah, cold approach really has been the catalyst to developing that crushingly impressive confidence where I can just move through the world now and I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm me. That's all I ever need to be. People don't like me. You can go fuck yourself. No matter what, I can handle it. But that really has been developed by cold approach. I think it's the best investment that I ever made into my life, and it's the reason why I'm so passionate about it. I think cold approach is the modern day rite of passage. You know, we don't have to go into the wilderness anymore for 40 days and 40 nights and return a man. I think that's why so many people are depressed these days, because they don't have a springboard for tomorrow. They don't have any great battle that they're fighting with themselves. They just get stuck on the carousel of comfort rather than dive bombing into discomfort. So I think we need to make our own challenges, and I think we need to run from comfort like our life depends on it. So yeah, I wanted to make this this POV video because the person that I am right now at 27 years old, it's unrecognizable to the person who I was 14 years ago. And it's only come about because I've actually practiced what I preach on this channel. We started off this video and I said to you that to be able to live a life free from bullshit, where you wake up every day and you feel this sense of personal freedom, where you can follow your bliss, you can speak your truth, you can tap in to your own personal authenticity, you can sing to your own symphony, you're not dancing to the music of the masses, you're not constrained by the shackles of society, you are full, flourishing, unapologetic version of you, dude, that's when you get everything that you ever wanted. You know, that's when life truly does blossom, when you're so tapped into your internal self that the external world can't help but follow. So yeah, boys, I hope you've enjoyed this one. When I get home, I'll link the social freedom video below, so then you can watch that, just to give you some inspiration. Do you know what I mean? Like, we definitely take social freedom to the extreme in the Milan video, but it's just showing you boys that sometimes it's fun to crash the car. It's fun to test your own personal boundaries. But yeah, if after watching this video, you feel inspired to get out there and crush it, then I've got free courses, brackets free, #lol. All my courses are free. I made those so you boys have actually got practical blueprints to go out there, dominate the world, penetrate reality, become the most fuckable version of yourself. So all the links for everything will be in the comments below. Hello. And there you go, conversation. Woo! I'm socially free. It's funny because I actually can't remember how to get back to my apartment. That's hilarious. But anyway, all the courses will be below. You can get those, download them, access them. I love you all very much. Freedom from bullshit, that's the mantra. Write it down in your notes. That's the life you want to be living. Freedom from bullshit. Love yous. Bye.